Alright. Kurt, you can take your gear back. And if you want, you can use that strategy to unlock something, and then you can throw your loot chance gear back on before you open the chest. I obviously didn't do that, but you can do that if you're really concerned about getting the most out of every chest you open, every box you open, that type of thing. Kurt, put that back on you. Again, as I said, there are a few chests that you open up that have guaranteed loot in them, and the loot is just awesome. But for the most part in the game, the chests have nice to have, but don't really have game-changing loot in them. So if you get 3 bullets versus 4 bullets, is it really that big of a deal? Nah, I think not. And the reason you want to loot the bushes, especially as a mage, and depending on what difficulty you're playing on, if you're playing as a mage, regardless, you're going to need magic potions, so you're going to need to craft things. But if you're playing on some of the higher level difficulties, the various different types of potions are going to become very, very, very useful to you as you get into fighting some of the tougher battles. Alright, Kurt wanted us to, or sorry, Vasco wanted us to go into somewhere. Let's see. Scout the Harbor Master's office, yes. Before we go scout the Harbor Master's office, I'm going to swing by the old merchant. Grab some loot on the way down there, of course.
Come closer, good people. The cure and wine. Are your boots warm?
So if you chat him up,
Excellency. Well, it is an immense. What might I?
as a part of this quest, he sells, sells sleeping potions, 4 of them for 16 gold. You can also make them yourself.
Thank you for
I
your
just
visit.
don't remember
See you soon.
what it takes to make them. We'll run up and go check our house so that I can show you, because you may want to take a different path in your game.
Come closer, good people. The cure and wine.
But they may not become available for crafting until you actually get the quest to craft them. We'll take a look here. Sleeping potion. Science level 1. We can only make 3 because we don't have enough fungus. Well, crap. So with that chest piece that we picked up, the alchemist outfit, we can now interact with this, and if we go here, we can make 3 sleeping potions, and this will cost us 6 coins. At least it should have cost us 6 coins. Why did that cost us more? Did I see that wrong? I thought we went from 580 to 570. Oh, it cost... no. Yeah, it says they cost 2 to make. Huh. Alright, whatever. We'll take this ugly coat off. I look like the charlatan. Except younger and more handsome. Alright. Put that back on. Head back down to merchant. Buy 1 sleeping potion. So for this quest, I think you need 4 sleeping potions. Eventually, you're gonna have to knock the guards out, I believe, in order to get in there.
Have you seen anything to your liking?
Kurt wants us to go down to the Harbor Master's office. Yeah, they're 16 a piece if you have to buy
Thank you
them,
for
so
your visit. See you
it's
soon.
definitely worth crafting them, I'd say. Alright, we'll grab that.
Here we are. We have a good view from here. The harbor office is well guarded, both outside and inside. Getting through the main entrance is impossible.
There must be a blind spot. There's always one.
You could dress as a knot and go through the back door, but someone may recognize you inside.
I'll need to be much more discreet. A potion could help me.
That is an option, yes.
Polyjuice
but since I'd
potion?
rather avoid hurting any knots, I made some inquiries. The harbor office has an arrangement with Dieter from the brothel. Girls come every night with wine.
I see. You want us to spike the wine so that they sleep during our search.
It's a proven technique, and I can assure you they do not sniff the wine before drinking it.
I already have a sleeping potion on me. Right, let's go see this Dieter at the brothel.
Alright, we'll go chat up Dieter. Put the guards to sleep versus killing them. You definitely have the option to go in there and kill them, but I would highly suggest against becoming enemies with knots. This is a fairly easy and inexpensive approach to this quest. Alright, we need to go downstairs, I think. Uh-oh.
This part of the establishment is reserved. Sorry, but
Let's pay the entry
In that
fee.
case, allow me to pay the fee.
we're delighted to have you as a regular customer.
And effectively, this is where the brothel's at, so that's why they made you pay a fee to get down in here. There's also illegal gambling that goes on, certain gladiatorial fights, which we'll get involved in later.
Yes, why?
Oh,
You
crap.
looking to have a good time?
I highly suggest you save your game before you talk to him,
I must leave you.
because I believe there is a charisma check with him. You either pass it or you have to pay him money, so we'll save our game here. Now that we saved our game, chat him up.
Yes, why? You looking to have a good time?
Are you offering? Sexy man, you.
It seems like you're sending girls and wine to the harbor office every night.
So, there's no law against that, is there?
No, and I'm not here to stop you.
Listen, Dieter, we just wanted to add a secret ingredient to your wine tonight.
What? Are you joking? Are you trying to slip a laxative in it?
We were thinking more of sleeping pills. Nothing bad, you see.
Listen, I have nothing against a little prank, but I can't risk losing my best customers.
So here's your charisma check. You can either do the charisma check or you can offer him a bribe. Start with the charisma check.
Captain Vasco is very influential among the Nords. Maybe he could help expand your excellent clientele even further.
If you accept, I could arrange for your agreement to come to fruition. In San Mateus, for example.
San Mateus? I would have to recruit. But yeah, that would be interesting.
So then, we agree?
Yes, that's fine. Tonight your friends will receive their delivery, seasoned. Now, give me the sleeping potion.
Thanks to Dieter, you should be able to slip into the Harbor Master's office after dark. But you should still dress as one of us, just to make sure you avoid confrontation.
Good idea. I'll see to it.
Alright. Inventory. Let's go to our quests. So we do need 4 sleeping potions for that, so just keep that in mind. You're going to need to do more than just buy one of them. In order to dress up as the Naut, we're going to use our gear that we've been holding on to, this sailor's coat. Nothing too special, but it will get us in the office without being noticed. We'll head back upstairs. And down to the Harbor Master's office. We'll go by way of the docks. See if we can pick up a little bit more loot along the way. Should be a box or two floating around down here, maybe. Something that needs looting. There we go. If you see any walls marked with this white paint, it means you can climb over them. So that is supposed to be a visual clue or a visual cue as you're running through
Dieter's
the
girls
game.
will arrive later tonight. We can wait here if you're ready.
We will wait for Dieter's girls to do their work as planned. Then we'll enter.
Very well. It's definitely the safer option.
Dieter's daughter is gone. Your guards should get a good night's sleep now.
You should go. I'll wait here as planned. I can't risk getting caught there.
Don't worry. I'll make sure
snowing?
not to hurt anyone.
Good luck, Disarde.
All right. We'll head down through here, around the back, pop over the wall.
It's not possible just now.
Oh, sure it is. Let's see here. Let's pop out and save our game real quick. We'll talk about what we can do. All right, now that we saved, we'll go ahead and put our alchemist's outfit on. Go ahead and blow the wall up. Nobody is out here walking around, but for the sake of not running into anything that, for whatever reason, I'm not expecting, we'll just put our sailor's coat back on. But from what I recall, there is absolutely no one out here. So we've blown open a wall to get into the harbor master's office, but if you walk around the back and you come over here, you can interact with this door, and it gives you the option to use a key.
I don't have
And you
the
don't
key.
have the key, so if you walk all the way over here in this box, you're gonna find a key. The key is specific to the quest, so I'm pretty sure if you come out here early and try to get into the harbor master's office and you check that box, the key won't be there.
Locked.
Just FYI. And we just walked right through the door because, well, I'm a mage, obviously. That's why I walked through the door. I mean, I have those powers. Duh. There's nothing really to loot in here, so if you go all the way up, just go into the harbor master's office. It's back around here to the right. Crack open the chest. Inside the chest, you find Vasco's personal file. And we'll go back down and out of here and then go chat up Vasco after we do just a bit more looting. So if I didn't say it before, if you want to engage in any type of romantic relationship with the companions that you can engage with a romantic relationship with, you need to start their personal quests. Like what we're doing for Vasco. It raises their opinion of you and your relationship level with you, and also opens up some new conversation options that you would be otherwise available. Did I just run into that person and make them... Oh, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. Why is that person shaking on the ground? Why is that happening? Oh, that's free. Oh, that's freaky. Oh, God. Okay. That's not natural. Just not natural. We could go in some of the other warehouses, but honestly, there is Jack in the other warehouses too, as far as I remember. And you kind of have to go down and check them out anyways a little bit later on, so it's part of another quest. Alright, we'll come up here, talk to Vasco, tell him that we found his
I was able to
file.
recover your file, Vasco. And nobody saw me.
Wonderful. You did everything perfectly. So, let's see what this file can tell us. So I was right. My real name is Leandra.
Leandra?
Son of the Darcy family from Serene.
They named you after a girl?
Nobles, I suppose.
Yes. I must admit, I had no idea they'd given a son to the Nords.
To think that I spent my childhood polishing ship
Polishing the
bridges
bishop.
when I could have been wearing silk.
I'm sorry
someone
for you,
polish the
Vasco,
bishop for
but
me.
growing up in nobility is not as simple as it sounds.
Really? Well, whatever. I've learnt my real name thanks to you, and that's what I wanted.
Leandra Darcy. I remember coming across a Darcy at my uncle's court. Your brother, no doubt.
My brother? What was he like?
It was a
an
long
idiot.
time ago. We were children. I couldn't tell you what he
Even
looks
as a
like
child,
today.
he was an idiot.
A brother? I wonder if we are alike despite our completely different lives.
Probably not.
Thank you for sharing this and for telling me about him. You gave me back my identity. This is more important than the Norts care to admit.
So Vasco is now quite pleased with us. And we've gone up a level, and now that we've gone up a level, we can buy firearms. Yay! And we're going to put a point into vigor. And we're going to go up.
Are your boots worn through?
Are your boots worn through? Do you need
Come
a
closer, good
new
people.
cloak to cover your ass? Alright, all the way up here, we're going to go talk to Kurt because there are a number of quests that require you to interact with the quartermaster. We've already got 2 of them. One is for the stolen or the smuggled merchandise. The other one is for the merchant that we ran into, and he said the guards kept seizing his goods. And then the third one is going to be a personal quest for Kurt, so we will chat him up.
Greenblood, there's something I would like to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
I recruited a young man for the Guard a few months ago. Talented. Very talented. And honorable. I've been tracking his progress, and I learned that he's been sent to the barracks in New Serene. I would like you to meet him so that you can give me your opinion.
My opinion? On what?
Ever since our departure from Serene, I've spent nearly every second at your side. But I have clear standing orders to assure the protection of Constantine. And I don't know his guards. Not well, in any case.
I see. You've been thinking this recruit might be a suitable personal guard?
Precisely. And your opinion has weight. So then, would you like to accompany me to meet him?
Sure.
But of course. Let's go.
Raina must be with the other recruits in the
Alright, we
barracks.
will drop
I've been asking
Vasco,
myself why everyone calls you captain.
and your
seeing
team
as you have
size
no ship.
never gets any better.
But now I'm beginning to understand.
I'm happy to have poured some oil in your lantern, sailor.
Rather, never gets any bigger. You're always stuck with, or not stuck with, rather. You're only ever able to have 2 people with you. Alright. We will now equip the gun, since we have gone out of our way to do everything possible in order to have a gun. And now that we have Kurt with us, we will go talk to the quartermaster. Make sure there's nothing to loot on the way. What we should have done was rested so that it's not the middle of the... You know what? We're going to do that. Oh, wait. I think there's an ambush down here. No, wait. Is it down here? I thought there was an ambush nearby. Alright, before we go talk to him, we are going to rest and just make it daytime again. Otherwise, even when you're inside, it's really, really dark. And normally if you're playing, you probably won't care about that. But for the sake of the video, it's too dark, in my opinion. So we'll rest a bit. It looks like it's really bright outside in daytime, but it's really not. Still kind of morning sunrisey and a bit dark. But it's brighter than it would be if it was in the middle of the night like it was before. Alright, up here... Oh, we went the wrong way. There's a shortcut to go through the center here. we didn't take it. Yep, here it is. Ah, more loot. More ammo for our brand new gun. Well, not a brand new gun, but brand new to us, right? This should be the... Yes.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency,
Captain?
Soldiers,
may we be of service?
Yes, we're looking for Recruit Rayner, Jim Rayner.
I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
You never played
Maybe he's
StarCraft?
been
What's
moved
wrong
since
with you?
then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene. Just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue-Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
Yet.
That will be
well,
all.
we don't need to ask
Hey,
him anything
soldiers.
else. It's fine. We'll talk with the boss here.
Well, I'll be damned, it's Captain
Captain
Kurt.
Cook.
Manfred! Still a quartermaster?
Always, as you can see. What can I do for you?
All right, so we've got a bunch to talk to him about. We'll ask him about Jim first.
I've been looking for one of my recruits.
Jim Rayner.
Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
But Kerrigan
Informed
killed
about
him.
what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks.
That's
That lad
bollocks,
isn't the
that
sort
is.
to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Well, let's not go
Is there
just
anything
yet.
else?
Got some other things to talk about. All right, let's ask him about the island merchant, the guy who keeps getting his goods seized.
I met an islander in the streets who was complaining to me about the guard's behavior.
Really?
It would seem that patrols have confiscated the goods he was hoping to sell several times.
Oh, I see. Indeed, I've been told about this man.
Oh, yeah, I
The problem,
forgot
Your
about that.
Excellency, is that our orders are strict. Merchants who do not have a patent ratified by the minister cannot sell their goods in the street. And since your islander doesn't have one, I doubt he even knows what it is, my men have no choice but to confiscate his knickknacks.
I see. Thanks for clarifying that. I'll talk to the minister.
Is there anything else?
And one more question. Talk about the quote-unquote merchandise that the commander wanted smuggled into New Serene.
We've come to find you regarding the merchandise that Kurt was taking care of.
Ah, the commander's cargo, yes. I was told that had come in. And so he's got you working on this. Lucky Kurt. It helps to have friends in high places.
Is everything in order?
Alas, no. Our merchandise has been unloaded into one of those dock storehouses. They're well guarded. A little less at night, but in spite of that, we weren't able to get them back.
Since these crates are registered in the ship's manifest, make an official request.
The modification of the manifest might have fooled a quartermaster, but it won't fool the Port Authority. We'd have too many details to explain to them, and our commander would not like that.
What? Is he waiting for us to bring them to him then?
No, of course not. But Kurt needs to find the right storehouse, as well as a discreet way to get in. And he must also mark the crates that belong to us.
Why is that? They're already marked
Because
with
the
an
guards are
inscription.
illiterate.
Most of the men are illiterate. A coloured mark will stick out for them to find, but they need to be quick about it. They won't have the time to decipher a name.
I see. Well, let's see what we're able to do.
Is there anything else?
And that's all we need him for.
No, thank you.
Now, the morgue is downstairs here. However, before you go too far and talk with this guy,
I'm afraid
you need to make a charisma check with him as well, so go ahead and save your game.
You're going to have to take a look at
Once
all
you
of
saved your game, chat him up,
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with...
and you're going to ask about the death of Raynor.
We are here concerning the matter of recruit Raynor.
Are you family or friends?
Both.
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
What I can do is tell you what I can. So we're going to inquire of some details on the cause of his death.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Raynor was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
And now we're going to ask to see the body. This is where you're going to get your charisma check.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain. I cannot allow that.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tiafredi. And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I see. 1,000 pardons, Excellency. I should have recognized you and shown more respect.
Indeed,
it's the
you
body
should
in the
have.
middle.
Shame on you.
Examine him if you must. But please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you. Can I help you with something?
No, I'm pretty sure that's all.
That is all. Thank you.
Alright, we'll go behind him. We'll go over here. Let's see. The middle body is what you need to look at.
This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Raynor. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay, I'm telling you.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to find more evidence.
So if you have science level 2, you can inspect the body and infer stuff on your own as to what happened to him. If not, you need to read the doctor's own notes, and that will kind of get you the same result. Effectively telling him that he's all beat to hell and it has nothing to do with drowning. And you're going to go back out and confront the good doctor.
Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
I might be. I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Two men, lieutenants I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual. But the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed drowned, or else.
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively, and that was the cause of death. I have no intention of suffering the same fate.
Have no fear, Doctor. We will make no mention of your name.
Andevars Tire. That means, may the earth welcome him. I am sorry for you, Kurt.
Thank you, Siora.